Hello there and welcome into my channel. I'm just coming in here with a wee quick video. I've been using my foam board. I bought this foam board quite a number of years ago. For anybody that's never used it before or seen it before, there's the thickness of it. This one in particular is 3mm thick and it's just polystyrene, and it, you know, it breaks quite easy. Although that's the top cover sheet that comes with it. The foam board itself comes with a paper backing on it, as you can see, and it takes ink, etc. very well. So that's the foam board. I got 15 sheets in this box. There's what it tells you on the box. You see that? Now, I don't remember if Snowflakes was the name of the board or if it was the name of the company I bought it from. I don't remember because I bought this a while ago. As I said, I've not used it for quite some time. I just bought another pack last night of 20 A4 sheets for $12.99 off of eBay. So it's a reasonable price to start with, right? So out of my die cut, my A4, sorry, I cut all of these. And this was all these snowflakes here were cut from the scraps, from the rubbish that I had left. And to be honest with you, I could have got quite a lot more of those small snowflakes. But I was fed up cutting and die cutting and running it through, so I just put the weird bits in the bin. But there you go, loads of snowflakes, 6 boots, but you not only get the boots, you get the bits from inside the boots as well. And I would have to pick the one that I ripped. I ripped one, but that was my error, not the dye. I ripped it when I was pulling it out. There's a lot of big planes flying about here today. A lot of military planes, a big Chinook helicopter earlier on. Anyway, you see that? There's the skate. So all in all, I got 7 skates, 7 insides, and I honestly don't know how many snowflakes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 snowflakes. And as I said, I could have got more. Right, I'll tidy these up. Okay. So this is a die cut that I bought last year. And to tell you the truth, I never used it last year. I used all my other shakers and made shakers and things. There you go. That's the die that I bought, okay? And remember, when you take it out the card, that's it there. Just so as you know. There's no trickery involved. Okay? It's just right side out. It's that way. That's a good size, that die. It is, there's 30, Caroline, 10 centimetres by 10. 10 by 10. Okay, right. And here's a project here that I made last night with the shaker die. Obviously it's an ice skate, so it lends itself to ice hockey, cold theme, frost. I don't know if you can see there, but this is a shaker, whether you would use it for a tag or a card, no, a topper on a card, whatever. But I cut a load of poinsettias as well, stuck a couple of petals in the middle and layered it up. Now, the way I do these, I actually don't have a backing cut. You cut your backing piece, see like this blue piece here? I know I'm going to talk you through it because I never thought to have it cut. The backing piece of decorative paper, you put in the back, okay? And then you stick that, you stick the back of your die cut to your pattern paper, right? And then you cut this again, and I have got an acetate shape here. It's a bit difficult to see on camera. You see that there? Right, that's how I done it. I was trying to think there for a wee second. This foam board I use instead of mounting tape. You know how you use your foam tape and you go all around about your die and things like that? Right, well, that's no the way I do it. I'll cut this here. The top of this one was cut from ice white card, right? So you have your ice white card, you have your acetate, you stick that onto your foam board, okay? So your topper sheet would be on there, your acetate, and then you would flip that all over, and you put all your gubbins in there. Once it's all stuck, put all your gubbins in there, and then put your glue all the way around about, and then put your pattern paper on the top, okay? And that would give you your wee sandwich. This here's the way I used to do my shakers. This is funky foam, but can you see how it doesn't hold its shape? And to put that on top of a die, yep, it goes fairly easy, but there is a bit of messing around, like this shape here, because I've pulled it. It is a bit of a faff to get it back into shape, but with the foam board you don't have that because it's rigid, okay? So there's plenty of videos online. If anybody wants a video and wants me to show them actually making my shakers with these, just comment below and I'll go ahead and do that. And I've stuck some bead strands on there. It's actually they're floral things on there, and some eyelash trim as well. As I say, it's a good wee shaker. Right, but as I said before, I had these and it cuts the middle out of there as well. And to make your shakers, that's all waste, right? And I thought, you know, that's awful good for waste. So last night I was making a Halloween notepad and I was just messing about, and this bit here, which is this bit here, which is waste from the die, was lying on my table and it had just fallen out. There was a couple of them. I think I've maybe got 3 or something like that left. And they had just fallen out through the inside of the die here. And I thought, oh, do you know something? That looks like a wee shoe. Well, there my brain started ticking over, didn't it? I said, God, that looks like a wee shoe. Wonder if you could make elf slippers or something like that for Christmas with them. Anyway, long story short, as I said, I had Halloween stuff on my table. I was making a Halloween notepad. And I come up with this. I mean, it's no brilliant, but for a waste product, I think that's pretty good. And it's a witch's shoe or a Halloween shoe. And all I simply did was, I'll show you here, I placed the die cut on top of that shoe, and I seen where I liked it, what kind of length I liked it, right? So then I put it to the back to see where this meets the toe, right? Where these lengths are the same. So I done that, and then I had a wee pencil, but I don't seem to have my wee pencil now. So I'll use this scratcher tool. And all I did was trace there. Right? And you can probably see the wee indent there. Right? So, now don't do as I do, because it's probably not the best idea. But I cut through my top layer and my foam, and as I said, it's got a card backing, and see if you lean it back, the backing sheet comes off, no bother, so you're left with that, okay? So then I put glue on there, and I put glue on the cut edge, and I stuck it behind there, and that gave me my witch's shoe. Now I'm just going to do it and show you, so as you know I'm not telling you fibs. Glue down the cut edge, okay, smear it up, glue on the back edge there, lie it down because you'll get a better adhesion, and then I stuck that to there. Okay. And that's that. Now there is a wee tiny piece of paper there. It's only a bit of paper, guys. Got it off. Doesn't matter. See that? You can stick that wee bit down as well. That's the back of the shoe, which is still, once it sticks, which is still fairly neat and tidy. And there's the front of the shoe, which is still fairly neat and tidy. I didn't even use my blending tools. I used some of these pens. I don't actually remember what pens I used, so I'll just go for gold here. Right, this is the lightest one that I used, and I just went over everywhere to give it a base coat. Onto the laces as well. Okay, that was the base layer. Next one, was it this one? I'm not rightly sure, but if it doesn't, I'll blend it in, so it doesn't matter. Right, and then I went on to the laces. I have to say the ink kind of really sticks here. A couple of wee creases where you would walk, a couple of wee creases on the back. Now this will no blend because it's been sitting too long, and the card that it's on is really porous. Okay. So I'm just going round the outside now. I'm not doing the inside bit. Right, and that's CG2, so let me get CG1 and see if I used that one. I must have done, because it's a bit darker. Okay. And see if you don't like it, see if you think it looks like a dog's dinner, just keep going, because it's a scrap piece, a card anyway. Right, can you see how it's kind of better looking now? Right, and there's a lot of ink on the top of that. So see if I go to my CG1, it will all blend better now. Sorry, that's my DG1. Right. Now as you can see with the other one, I want the lines on mine, because I think it adds a wee something to it. I need to go with a darker colour for the heel. Let me think what one to use. I might use this DG. Okay. I should actually have used the thick side, I think, because you get less lines. Right. You can see there, it takes the colour really well. Okay. And then I just went and across the top. And you don't want them all to be exactly the same anyway. Well, I don't, because I would use them for different projects. Right, DG3. Then I use my OR2. Use the thick end, because I was looking for a bit of contrast in the toe. And I know you're going to say, that's not the orange you used because it's a lot darker. It is the orange I used. But the thing that I did is I went round it all. Let's put these back in. CG2 is up there. CG1, DG1. Here's my black brush. I think this is it here. I don't know if there's enough black on this. I've been starting to put some of my things away. Actually, do you know, I don't think it was the dark I used. I think it was this ice spruce I used. I think it might have been that. No, it must have been the dark one. Must have been dark right enough. See, I take the most of my colour off before I get near anything. Witch's shoes, I'm sure, are far from clean. Okay. So there you go. And I just done the oxide round the edge, just to darken it off round the edge, let the colour shine through in the middle. It gives it a wee natural highlight. Right, and then stick a bow on, your Halloween bow. This black here was black Dovecraft, the 3D pearl effect. Now, a tip I'll give you with that is squeeze it and get it started before you use it, because they're quite guilty of going. Then I just done a wee spot. Where each lace would be, and two at the top, because most boots have two spots at the top. That's better, they weren't big enough. Now I know we can see this line here, right? But see, to blend it in, I just done, let me start this wee spot off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just make a feature of the line there, as if it's meant to be part of it. And there's the heel, right? And all that was from a scrap. From a scrap of card. Sorry, no card, foam board. That I would have probably put in and used to cut snowflakes or something. Okay. Right, folks, if you liked that, give me a wee like and subscribe and a thumbs up. Tell your friends where I am. If you want to see a shaker video, just give me a wee comment below and I'll get to that tomorrow for you. Take the love and share it, and I'll see you all again the next time. Bye.